So guys, we have already learnt about the formula of concatenate. Let me demonstrate the same formula here once again. I will start with the is equal to sign and I insert the formula CON, and here I am getting the entire formula. I select, double click on that, and it is asking the first text this. In the text 2 I insert a comma and the second text and I close it. So now if you will check that there are some extra spaces added in this cell and this cell as well. You can see there are some extra spaces in both the cells which are quite irrelevant, because ideally if you concatenate the view should be this way, but as of now I am getting this view. So now I will try to nest this formula. For that what I do is I double click on the cell, and after is equal to sign I am going to apply the trim formula. The trim formula will actually remove the unwanted spaces in the text. So let's try it. I will write trim TRI, and here I get the formula, and it is now asking the text. The text, it is by default it will be getting from this concatenate formula. So the only thing I have to do is the close the bracket and press enter. So now you can see how the nested formula have worked to remove the unwanted spaces from my text. Now we will apply this nested function in our data. So now we will be nesting our match formula. As you remember in our past tutorial that we applied the match formula to check out in which row of my data does the minimum sale number resides. So it was in the 8th row of my selected range. I will double click it once again, and you can see this is the selected range of mine, and 8th row was the number which has the minimum sales. So now we are going to nest this formula. So now I am inserting the index formula. The reason why is I want to check out what is the product which has the minimum sale. So I will do that once again. After is equal to, I will put index IND. I will get here the formula, and the first formula that I want to select, that is index array row and column. So the array is the first requirement. For array what I will do is I will select the data. Since my previous selection is from E3, so in the same manner I will select my array, that is from B3 till H23. I'll come back and press comma. So my first argument of array has been completed. Now it is asking the row number. The row number I will be getting by default in the match itself, so I no need to worry about the row number. I can simply press comma, and now it is asking me the column number. So which is the column from where I want to derive the data? It is the first column of my array, my selected array's first column, which has the data that I want to derive. So I will write here column number is 1, and I close the bracket and press enter. So as you can see, it has given me the information that is 1 kg black grams has the minimum sale of INR 9.12. So this way we have nested the formula. One more thing I like to tell you, which is the thumb rule of formulas, is whenever you drag this formula, always remember that you have to lock your given range or given arrays. So as of now, I have given two ranges, that is E column and another is B3 to H23. So therefore, what I have to do is I have to convert this range into absolute. I insert dollar signs in my given range. Also, one more tip I will give you is how to identify the ranges. You will identify the ranges on the basis of the colon sign. The colon signs will help you to understand that the numbers is range. Okay, so simply you have to select those cell references and you can hit F4 to lock that cells. Okay, so you can convert it into absolute and I press enter. In case you forgot to insert the dollar signs or convert those range into absolute, I will show you what will happen. In case you forget and you drag down, so you can see I select the formula and you can see the range have slipped down. The range actually should be B3 to H23, whereas it has slipped down to B4, and also in E3 has now in E4. So this way the range will be slipping down when you drag the formula. So that's the reason we convert those range into absolute to absolute. So I press enter and now I am free to drag the data down direction. So 1 kg is the red grams which has the maximum sales. If you want to check whether the formula is correct, simply double click and you can see the ranges are in the correct position. So this way you can try to nest your formula, and till then we move on to our next tutorial.